comes to knocking off mountains, little old New Zealand has done pretty well for itself, and the feat achieved by our next guest would have no doubt made Sir Ed extremely proud. At 6,000 metres, Mount Kilimanjaro is known as the roof of Africa for good reason. When you are facing sub-zero temperatures, altitude sickness and sleep deprivation, it is one serious climb. The reasons to turn back along the way seem endless, but for Kiwi Calkoen, being born with cerebral palsy was never one of them. And with his mate Hamish Gordon, help was always at hand. So please put your hands together for Cam and Hamish. Welcome, guys. Lovely to have you here. Cam, what gave you the idea that you're like, do you know what? I'm going to climb Mount Kilimanjaro.
Well, just so many people were going up Mount Eden.
Slight difference,
So I
though.
thought I had to find something a bit quieter.
That's like 300 metres. You went like nearly 6,000.
So a good friend of mine did it last year. And he said, Cam, have you thought about it? And I was like, no way. But by the end of the conversation, I'd made my deposit and we were going.
And Hamish, how'd you get involved?
Cam, actually, he sent me an email in November, December last year and said, how would you like to sing the song Africa from the top of the world's highest freestanding mountain? And although I can't sing, I thought, bugger it.
And you can't see Kilimanjaro from the Serengeti, but that's a different discussion.
It seems like the most challenging thing to do. Can you give us an idea of what you faced daily when you were there?
So on day 3, you're starting to get a headache. Your altitude sickness is kicking in. So for 6 hours, you're just vomiting every 200 metres. I'm a skinny guy anyway. I lost it all. But and you see helicopters coming in, picking people up who can't make it. You see just as many people turning around, deciding that today it's not their day.
And am I right in thinking that someone actually, shortly before you guys did the climb, died on the mountain?
Yeah, a New Zealander died not long before we went up. So it's a bit more of a Mount Eden.
Yeah. Hamish, difficult enough to do this for you. How did Cam get on from your perspective?
Amazingly, an incredible human. We had an amazing group, a really, really positive group. And there was one moment we're at about 4,500 metres, and Cam had just finishing emptying his stomach, and we thought this is going to break him. This is finally going to break him, and he sits up from his position and just said, geez, this mountaineering's pretty tough, isn't it? And that was the most negative thing I think I saw Cam.
And you made it like 5 days to the summit. What did you do to celebrate?
There's a guy called Simon Eriksson, actually. He thought we'd have a line out at the top of it. The world's highest line out. Right. And what we did, Simon threw the ball in. And we had nothing left to give at the top. There's like basically your body's working overtime. You're breathing. Your heart rate's probably around 150. And he threw the ball in, and just natural instinct from Kiwis, we thought we'd get into a bit of a maul and give it a bit of a push. And there was just nothing left. All of us nearly collapsed at the top, so it would have been nearly the world's last line out as well. So
Cam, if rugby was a celebration, can you tell me what this was all about?
So yeah, you spend kind of 5, 6, 7 hours climbing, and these guys need to go for a shower. So.
Okay.
That is the most Kiwi
But that final ascent, getting to the top of Africa, you've been climbing since 10:30 p.m. You're going in -5, -10 degrees, and you're just climbing. You're closer to the stars and moons than ever before. Your lungs are still feeling the size of grapes, and all you can say to yourself is, slow and steady, and steady. And where the head goes, the body follows. And
You nailed it.
That's
Please put your hands together for Cam and Hamish.